Those of us who work in the field of supporting awareness about domestic violence know that sadly, the real war zone for many people is in their home, which really should be a place of safety. It should be the most secure place that anyone should feel at any point in their lives. But sadly, that's not the case. By working together to help each other and to support each other and raising awareness, it makes all of us stronger. It sends the message that it's okay to be a victim of domestic violence, help is available, and we hope that help can be out there offered to people who need the services, as well as just organizing our community to look at social change in terms of how we view violence, to really look toward creating a culture where we don't accept violence in the future. So it's a wonderful opportunity to raise awareness and work together toward the same goal.
And really, next question is very close to this, really. This coalition, this show of unity, what kind of message does that send out to the wider world?
Well, the message that I would like to see sent out in terms of this unified message is violence no more. It's pretty simple. There's no need for violence, so let's just stop it, effective now.
And in terms of your own organisation in Florida, how are you able to, or how will you be able to reach out to your networks and encourage engagement on Peace Day 2012?
We have a couple opportunities to reach out in terms of our networks. One with regard to an organization, as one of the state-certified domestic violence centers in the state of Florida, we work very closely with 42 other similar organizations within our state. We are part of the same collaboration statewide that supports us with our funding and our programs and our services. Statewide, we are part of a national coalition of other state coalitions that help each other throughout the country. So we're already networked. We're already working together through listservs on the internet and just sharing information on a day-to-day basis to help us do what we do better. That's one way we can reach out to thousands immediately. Apart from that, at our center, just like other centers throughout the state and throughout our country, many of our programs have programs such as we do with regard to working with the young people in the schools. Because if you were talking about social change, you really need to talk about working with the younger people and changing our views and our attitudes about violence so that we shift. And as we grow the next generation, we're growing a generation of kids who don't tolerate violence. They are all networked online. What we're hoping to do is through the social media avenues, engage the kids to do what they do best, which is stay in touch with their friends all over the world, really through social media. So that's a great avenue there as well, but quite different than the organizational avenue.
And do you think people will join in?
I do. We have been sharing our excitement about this partnership as soon as we learned about it. So there seems to be some energy already behind it. People who are getting interested or Facebooking the site and putting it out to their friends. And it is certainly in line with AVDA's mission, and I believe the mission of other organizations in the United States and North America.
How important is raising awareness of issues of domestic violence in the context of a more peaceful, sustainable peace?
Raising awareness is important because I think the average person on the street has no idea how prevalent domestic violence is. We heard statistics today, worldwide, 1 in 3 women are affected. In the United States, we have proof 1 in 4 women report being a victim of domestic violence. It's an incredible social problem. And yet, sadly, people don't talk about it in the open. So the average person is just not aware of the extent of the violence. Our message to that person when they express surprise that, I don't know anybody who's affected by domestic violence, and they initially don't want to get involved, we encourage them. Just wait. With the numbers, soon you'll know someone. It might be your daughter, it might be your niece, a coworker, but it's likely that you'll know someone. And that kind of puts it in perspective. What's important about having peace in our homes, peace in our world, is if we really want to move toward world peace, we have to start at home. We all have to be at peace at home. And so there's a natural progression there.
And it's obviously a much bigger conversation, but briefly, what are the key issues? What are the key areas within domestic violence as an issue that you face in your state, in your country?
The key issues with regard to domestic violence first would be public awareness and community education. Second would be just the prevalence of our views toward violence and certain things like gender biases and how women are portrayed in the media. There are a lot of issues out there that are very quiet at first, but are really impacting our view of violence as a community. And so it's really social awareness and social engagement of all of the sectors of our society. Last but not least is financial support for programs and for services, as well as prevention and awareness campaigns, because we all need programs that operate without being able to charge somebody for the services, and that takes an incredible amount of community support, and that we rely on individuals, on businesses, and on the government as well to support our missions.
By definition, a campaign to reduce domestic violence is encouraging people to stop doing something.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that people can actively, proactively do on the 21st September to support the campaign?
Well, in addition to just certainly putting the campaign on your Facebook and raising awareness, we would hope that in this global day of peace, people take a moment. If they experience somebody saying something that sounds negative or derogatory about another human being, take a moment and have a conversation with them. Hey, maybe there's another way of portraying this person, or if this was your sister, how would you feel if I said this? So just doing some community awareness interpersonally with relationships that go on throughout the day, and just be more sensitive about our language worldwide. That if we all do that, we're going to make an incredible difference.
And do you think that it's possible we could see a world record for the largest reduction?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And finally, what will you be doing on 21st September 2012?
Well, in addition to putting on my Facebook and sending it out to all of my friends, I know one of the things we'll be doing at our work is just raising awareness amongst our employees and having a celebration of a Peace Day. Just like, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Peace Day, we'll have a celebration in honor of peace that day and bring everybody together.